What's up guys, and welcome back to some more Honkai Impact. Today we're going to be doing the Sanka Saga event. It's a rerun event, but obviously I'm still new to the game, so I never got to play the event in the first place. I asked my friend that I always ask about Genshin stuff if I should be good to play this. They said yes, so yeah, we're just going to get into it. And I saw in the comments too you guys wanted to see this. So yeah, without further ado, here we are. So, is it a curse not able to see the light? That's her question back then. What followed was growing silence, as dry and harsh as the new winter. My lips struggled, but not a word came out. It wasn't a question waiting or wanting an answer. It was bitterness, self-ridicule, and something dark, obscure wrapped together. I got the sad music playing. And perhaps the need for light is the real curse. From these calm but ominous words, I somehow caught a whiff of desperate exhaustion. Just like that, she asked the question and answered herself with me, in a daze watching the shadow dance behind her. Why are people forever obsessed with how to be loved? The question has been troubling me for ages. The reason must be we inevitably abhor the way we were this moment. She told me so back when she was still her. But to this day, the meaning is still beyond me. So all I could do is to watch you, who came to this world because of her. So you could say something that she meant to say but didn't. After all, you are my past, and I am your future. No answer has come to me, nor do I know what to say to you. Be as it may, if I have something to say to the yesterday me, tomorrow, please keep on. I know I didn't have to read it, but I felt like reading it. It's weird, because I play Yakuza, and when there's dialogue that's like, what's it called, subbed, I just let it roll out. For some reason, I wanted to read it alongside it. Well, here we are, huh? Time is up, Kasumi. What's your status? I'm in. No need to worry, ferryman. Anbu, the stealth force that answers only to the overseer. I thought it was nothing but hearsay, but now we're shadows serving the overseer. That's all. But why ninjas? The Valkyries I knew all followed the modern way of military training. Could it be because it's named Anbu? A cultural stereotype, perhaps. I may have underestimated the master's twisted fetish. You speak too much, ferryman. If your curiosity is killing you, why not ask the overseer in the person after the mission? Remember your mission. You're simply a stepping stone in the master's plan. And I'm just another pawn in his chess game. If that's not perfect brainwash, I don't know what is. Yeah, that's what it sounded like. Don't ask, don't tell. It's best for both of us. Maybe there's a shred of self-consciousness left in her. Enough chat for now. I don't think you reached me to discuss the overseer's personal taste. Thank you for the advice, and do exercise caution in tonight's mission. Raksha's Rage, the dark art that sealed the Rakshamaru. Are the original marks of the volume kept here? That's what the intel says. But tonight's mission comes with much more uncertainty. One misstep may put us in an impossible situation. After all, we're dealing with the woman who has the lawless district of Evernight at her whim. She can't be harder to handle than Rakshimaru. Don't let your guard down. The human mind could put all evil spirits to shame. Just like before, I'll support you from a distance tonight. That won't be necessary. Somehow, I have a terrible hunch about this. Well, let's get to it then. Huh. Alright then. Let's get straight to it. Oh my jeez. Well, that was fast to say the least, huh? Jesus. Killed them in literally a flash. Oh lord. Yeah, she quick, alright. That's for sure. Excuse me? An ADV Evernight Guard. Yeah, I could definitely tell you're stronger. Jeez! I'm over here just trying to figure out what I'm doing. We are just zipping. Okay. I mean, impressive. Weird they have no music playing, but I guess it's just trying to set the mood at the same time. I thought there'd be like some samurai type music playing in this mission. I want to see what her ult is. Good lord. Well, I have enough for it now. Nope. Too quick for that. Oh, okay. They're already dead. Okay. Break the right spirit pot to unlock the path ahead. Okay. Evade the falling pieces to enter time fracture and check out. Okay. I don't know which one's the right one. Does it have to match the pattern here or something? I don't know. Is it this one? Oh wow, okay, it was. To that 2000 IQ. Big brain, big brain. What do we got over here? A decent guest would take off her shoes before entering the owner's house. Where are your manners? Naughty little fox. Okay, buddy. I like how the music played for like 1 second. Exclamation mark. Exclamation point. A trap? Trespassing like it's your own property. What do you expect? Who is speaking? Take your shoes off, little fox. I wonder if Shikzao teaches any manner at all. And who that, and why she low-key look like Yoimiya from Genshin? A woman whose beauty is beyond any words. Even the dark garb was a vain effort to hold back any of her allure. I would say failure for some reason. She sat still with an effortless gaze, sizing up the daring intruder as if reading an open book. You're the second person who's come in uninvited since I took over the district. This voice. Are you a maniac or a moron? I was curious to find out, but you turned out to be something else entirely. Things are getting interesting tonight. Her lips curled into a gentle chuckle and the whole world seemed to be lit up all of a sudden. Soul-reaping beauty. Kasumi heard local elders speaking of women like this when she was on a mission in ancient Shenzo. They are curses with an angel's face. They break empires with a smile or frown. I mean, yeah, she bad, but that's besides the point. But this is one different Kasumi. But this is one... Okay, but this one is different. Kasumi soon realized. Sorry, I read that wrong. She gives off a familiar scent of shadows like Kasumi herself, and her smiling eyes are deep and dangerous as ocean. When deadly beauties like her begin to choose their own way of living, they'd crack Pandora's box wide open. So you're, Hanafuda Oyaban. I didn't expect Evernight to be run by such an outlander. Oh, With the dosage you took in, you should be lying quietly. Jigsaws puppets are tougher than I thought. What? Don't act surprised. Yemaki, is a far-flung town. But Evernight is a refuge that welcomes all. Every city has an underground world. I run this one, and it's my job to know the story of every stranger here. Damn it, my body is fighting me. You seem to be rather bent on breaking free. A noble effort, but in vain. Rest assured that it's no poison, only harmless anesthetic extracted from local plants. Well, so much for self-introduction. Next. Hanafuda Oyabun dove down from the tower with the swiftness and elegance of a fox. Her body was breaking loose from the brain, but the clarity in her mind only grew. She saw the woman approaching. The footsteps came to a stop. Dang, well, she real close. She looking at me like, alright. Now, let's talk about you and your little helper. Don't expect anything from me. Of course, after all, the night is still very, very young. I'd never expected I'd fall into such a poorly designed trap. It's obvious that she had been well prepared, but how and when did she know? Was it... Act 1. Path of Nataka, is that what that said? The night is the best cover for any ill intention. I think about this every time I walk into the shadow. Be it monsters, spirits, or demons, darkness shelters them in all discriminately, as if they are no different than the stars or the moon. I lifted my head and squinted, trying to see far through the misty air. The flame mark beside her caught my attention. She's Raiden May, ex-leader of the Shadow Guard serving the Castellan. Ex? Right. Now she's a refugee at large, not much different from you. She's wanted for... The official story is stealing forbidden scripts and learning dark arts. What's the unofficial version? She's framed plain and simple. Credibility? 100%. Besides, you should keep in mind that she's equally good at tracking and stalking as you. The uncomfortable conversation just had to float up this moment. This masked man calls himself Ferryman and claimed to be an liaison sent to Far East by the Overseer. When I first arrived in Yemaki, the contact signs written over the street corners led me to him. He is a person of mysteries, but one thing is for sure, his intel gathering is first class. So what does this ex-Shadow Guard have to do with our mission? Stealing forbidden scripts and learning dark arts are false charges, but there might be some truth to it. I did some digging on Raiden May's background. Her father, Raiden Ryoma, seems to be the successor of an ancient sect, and he was imprisoned for a lab accident. Intel on the lab accident seems to be in tight control. So I took a detour and began to look into the ancient sect. And this sect is after mechanical parts which could fully replace human organs. Really? It's almost too sophisticated for a town like Yemaki. But not so much for Shiksao. So that's how it appears at first glance, but Mr. Ryoma's research goes beyond that. If all the human body parts could be replaced by artificial components, is the soul transferred to the robotic shell? Mechanical shell with human soul that's playing God in an absolutely forbidden territory. Now I remember one of the Zakti ruins from the 6 ninja arts has some kind of soul-controlling power. Correct. The powers of the 3 Zakti ruins have been confirmed. The path of Naraka Ruin is able to manipulate drift souls. Souls that wander aimlessly in the realm of the living? I shook my head and dragged myself back from recollection. The Raiden girl seemed to be talking to the flame mark. Considering she is also a stealth master, I tried to close the distance without giving away my scent. Who's there? My feet froze in an instant. It's not because of Raiden May's shouting, but the scent of someone powerful. I told you there's no escape. I didn't expect you to hunt me down yourself. You've served me long, you should know better. I always prefer the fair and square way rather than stabbing someone in the back. Besides, I can't even hold a candle to you when it comes to walking in the shadow. But you found me still. Yes, thanks to the path of Deva Ruin. Ruins resonate with each other, that's why. You have the answer now. Do you wish to run again or come with me quietly? The conversation was short-lived and lasted only a few breaths. I held my breath and watched from a safe distance. The very instant the moon was clouded, May dashed into the opposite direction with lightning speed. Runs like a rabbit, she seemed not worried about her precious flame mark at all. Never mind, I'll get her first and ask about the mark later. Having made up her mind, the woman gave chase immediately, leaving the flame mark on its own. I don't know what it is, but there's definitely more to the flame mark than meets the eye. It's a good opportunity to check it closely. Huh. Okay. That was a lot of freaking information, wasn't it? That was quite a bit. So ninja art bonuses and buffs are effective in this stage. Okay. And there's Ie Sakura. Well, let's go, right? Let's proceed. I'm trying to remember if if this is something that's canon or not. I don't remember what my friend said, if it was. Activate the fire sigil and defeat the sigil guardian. Okay. So this is the big boy sigil guardian. I see. Okay, oh my god, no. Get them good slices in there. I thought that said Spider Kong. No, it's Spider King. I was going to say DK. Freaking Donkey Kong. I mean, it wouldn't make sense because it's a robot. But that's besides the point. Does not even mind what I'm talking about. It's just, man, she is able to zip around. Like, I could barely tell what she's doing because she's so freaking fast. Definitely like Virgil from Devil May Cry. Jesus. I love her outfit, though. Alright. 15 XP. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see. Whew, that was close. Didn't expect an angry golem popping out of the flame mark. Huh? This golem. Ferryman, I'd appreciate it if you give me a hint when you start talking in my head. You seem to see and hear everything I see and hear. Is this some sort of ninjutsu too? I can't explain this. You could take that as a yes. So what's odd about this golem? It seems to be the same model from Ryoma's research before he was arrested. Hard to believe it's a coincidence. Indeed, the path of Naraka. And Naraka Ruin may have the answer we seek. You mean... Despite a brief moment of hesitation, I took out the ruin as he suggested. As if being pulled by an unknown force, a cluster of light drifted out of the golem. This is a drift soul. Contrary to popular belief, looks like Ryoma's research had entered the final stage. Oh. The drift soul responded to the ninja art, which means Ryoma has the path of Naraka, and he probably used it in his experiments. Lab accidents, intel curb, arrest, and imprisonment. So that's what really went down. From May's talk with the stranger, it's clearly that May is an insider of her father's project. That's right, Ryoma's wanted daughter makes a much easier target than himself. But the stranger after May is a force to be reckoned with. Taking her head on is not a good idea. It's necessary to know your enemies beforehand, but I'm afraid you won't be able to avoid her anyway. What's going on now? The one and only Sebon Zakura outfit and the hair color of snow should be hint enough. The blooming Sakura buried in snow calling the Castellan. The legendary warrior who defeated the demon fox alongside the Miko and rebuilt Yamachi from the ashes. So it's her. We should catch up and see if May could loosen the Castellan. Okay. We'll give her a hand if necessary. No need to hesitate over the right strategy. In any scenario, we just have to get involved one way or another. Okay. So how many missions in this do we have? We've got what? It's, let's see. That was one, right? So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? I count that correctly? I think I did. Alright, well, let's keep it moving. Odo-san! The girl jumped up the moment the light touched her eyes. Bright sunlight shone through the window slits, forcing her to turn around and squint. Fierce pain attacked her from the right shoulder and abdomen. Even trained samurais like her had to moan softly. It's a strange environment. Thanks to the excruciating pain, her senses came back to her quickly. A ragged room with thin dust on the windowsill. It's not the Callan's castle. Having stayed on the edge for days, the girl breathed a sigh of relief when she ensured there's no danger. Well, the next thing... Oh, so this is how Kasumi looks? Okay. Hey, you're finally awake. How you feeling? You are... I could relate to your alertness, but it would be nice for someone who had just saved you to hear your name first. You could call me Kasumi. Sorry, I'm not interested in a fake name, Shadowguard-sama. You're wanted and everyone in Yamachi knows your face. Sorry to drag you into this. But why would you save me? Yeah, why would I save you? Find a dying girl by the road? I'm not heartless like that. Oh, nice to know not everybody's trying to kill you, right? But I was attacked in the middle of the night. Why would you be passing by at that time? I bet you have major trust issues and very few friends. Is there a problem for a Maiko? Or Maiko, I guess? Working an Evernight to take the shortcut home after work at that hour? Evernight, so that's why. Did you dress my wounds? Doesn't look like this is your first time. Nevernight is full of dangerous guests like you. We Maikos probably handle more patients than a doctor here. Well, damn. That's a lot. I see. The sun is setting, and I gotta head out for work. You could keep your paranoia, but I only saved you on a whim. I waved my hand with my back facing her as I walked out. The door shut, and I couldn't feel her gaze anymore. Phew. Very convincing. It's almost a shame you didn't take an acting career. Drop it. It's part of what makes it, it's part of what it takes to be a ninja. And it's you who suggested this in the first time. Turns out, it did work to a certain degree. I was just putting myself in her shoes. If it was me being hunted by the Castellan, I'd be suspicious too after waking up to a strange Maiko. It's a 1 in a million chance to be found and picked up in the Forgotten Country road late in the night. That's why I needed the Maiko identity. Most Evernight Maikos, or Makos, I'll say Makos, live the old town and work late hours. It's common sense in Yeimachi. So it's not too far-fetched for a Mako to spot a wounded while she hurries home taking a shortcut. And calling out her name and dressing her wounds with ninja skills was also part of the plan. Without her identity unveiled, it would be harder to engage her in a conversation. Fair enough. Calling out her name and using her arrest warrant as an excuse is the first and more important step. It kept May in the conversation because her secret was no longer a secret. But when you think again, it's actually pointless. If I'm planning something against her, I'll be sure to know her real identity. Right. Speechcraft is all about mental suggestions that take advantage of common logical facilities. Okay. The human mind jumps to quick conclusions when there's an info overload. Your words impressed May as candid and calm. Someone with ill intent would pretend not to know, but since you spoke out candidly, you are more trustworthy. And tending to her wounds with obvious skill was for the same reason? Exactly, it's working on her mind. Making that big brain play, I see. The human mind thinks in negative terms. We tend to believe information that checks out after being questioned. The wound dressing was a bait. Being cautious as expected, May raised suspicion over it, and after getting a reasonable answer, she began to believe. What is it? You intel gatherers all have a dirty heart. Let's put May aside for a moment. How is the investigation that I asked for going? As you suspected, there has been a slew of rumors floating the old town these years. 3 of them stand out: the hovering house, the summer frozen pond, and the sunny day thunderclaps. Okay. Hovering house? Could it be Mirage? Very likely, and sightings of paranormal events like this took place around the flame mark we saw. We keep bringing up this flame mark, huh? So it seems the frozen pond and sunny day thunders come from something like the flame mark. I have the locations roughly pinned down, and I suggest you hurry up. To make sure May could escape, you use the Castellan with a pebble. This should have given her some clue that someone else is in her way. We don't know how to use the drift souls yet, but we should gather more and quickly. Let's get to it. Alright. And get to it we shall. I'm just soaking up all the information that they're giving us, because it's quite a bit, as you can see. Activate the ice sigil and defeat the sigil guardian. Alright. So first was the fire one, now we're dealing with ice, right? Okay, alright. Well, you got a real chunky health bar, don't you? Oh, downed him. Just zipping all over the freaking place. Yeah, she just moves, man. She moves quick. Like, hella fast. At the point of where there's times, like, I really don't know what the hell is happening. I mean, we getting that damage in, though. How many health bars do you have? Excuse me? I got you in my 150 hit combo and you just still going. Probably like, just let me breathe. The robot going through it. Alright. Jesus. Or should I not say robot? Jeez. All that for 15 XP. That thing had so many health bars, it's not even funny. This is the second one. Our theory has held up to this moment. These golems were used in Ryoma's experiments. The fire last time, and the ice this time, giving a mecha a drift soul that's capable of this? It's beyond my knowledge, and otherwise it won't be considered a dark art. No matter his purpose, Ryoma's experiments did involve the power of the path of Naraka. Or Naraka. I've been saying Naraka this whole time. Is it Naraka? Alright, let's keep it going. Naraka room. And from the looks of it, the ruin didn't change hands after he was arrested. True, this explains why May is wanted for the learning dark arts accusation. I believe Miss Raiden is the one to lead us to the path of the ruin after she was missing. She was seen at the flame mark last night. Suppose Ryoma hid the ruin somewhere else before he was jailed, and now we know he hid these marks behind. These marks are likely keys to where the ruin is kept. A drift soul is what sets Ryoma golems apart from common mechas. There are 3 marks and we have 2 now, which means we need to get the last drift soul and make May spill out the whereabouts of the ruin. It won't be easy. Okay, I get the plan now. Hush! This scent. Tell me the location of the sunny day thunderclaps now, ferryman. Callum is headed this way. Okay, so yeah, I get the objective of what we're trying to do at this point. It all makes sense now. We've just collected can't even speak, a fraction of the Zakti. Try and use it to repair the ninja art. Okay. The left side of the ninja art screen shows the current stats and effects. Okay, it's a little buff. The Zakti hidden in the old quarter belong to the ninja art of the path of Naraka. Check all the stats and effects of the repaired ninja art here. Okay, Zakti retrieved this in this area. Can only be used to repair the ninja art path. Okay. Retrieve more Zakti by defeating monsters in this area to further repair. Ooh, okay. So we started with easy, normal, and now it's going to hard. So we're about to be on what, 3 out of 10? Are we exposed? Okay, Naruto. But you just did that. Okay, are we exposed? Not yet. Looks like she is after the 2nd mark. She is faster than I thought, and she could definitely tell the golem fell down from a recent brawl. Good thing we have located the 3rd mark. Sunny Day Thunders, a golem with lightning powers this time, but don't we have lightning powers? Isn't this gonna be like a bad situation to be in? Past experience says so. Time's running out. Callan should be searching the 2nd mark now, and... No, she came straight this way. The hell? Never mind. Take down the golem to retrieve the drift soul and disappear. My plan exactly. Freaking Callan, she's catching up to us. Seems we're gonna have to make this quick as hell. Alright, activate. Let's get it going. The quicker the better, because Callan coming for our cheeks. Let's get zipping. There we go. Just keep him on the ground. Yeah, I would have thought we wouldn't have done as much damage because we like use electricity, right? I guess that really don't matter in the end. Oh jeez. No, no. Trying to avoid getting hit by, was that lightning at the same time? Is that what that was? Yep, definitely is. I am just juggling you. Holy crap. I'll do it again. And, oh my god, okay, yeah, you did. You big did. That's a wrap on that. Max combo 106, not bad. Not too shabby, right? Okay, cool. Got the stuff. Oh, there's Callum. Too late again. The fresh tracks tell me they wouldn't be far even if they have left. I don't know who you are, but I know you're still here. I just noticed that dead animal on her, right? Her outfit. I'm Callan the Castellan. Okay, who runs this town? And I'd like to have a friendly conversation with you. Nothing responded except for the rustling of winter leaves in the wind. They have left. She thought for a moment, took a look around, and left when she was sure there was nothing suspicious. She left only to return again with her scent concealed, sitting on high branches with a perfect view. It's late, the wind whispers, leaf rustling, and distant barks kept flowing in. She closed her eyes. 10 minutes, 20, 40, she sat quietly and firmly on the top of the twigs as if asleep. Hiss! A swishing sound suddenly broke the frozen silence. At long last, she located the source with a split second and took off in the next. Show yourself! Eh? Okay, well, she's looking straight at her, much to her surprise, her hand caught a thin and soft wrist. It's a young lady, embroidered in a Maiko dress. Who are you? Spare me, please. I'm nothing on me. I just want to go home. Now we got to put on an act. Go home at this hour. I'm a Mako, working in Evernight. The word Evernight sent Callan's brows into a slight frown. She's believing it. From the way she talks, she is not a fighter. Show me your face. Without any permission, she reached out and lifted the woman's chin, and the most expected face popped up. Why are you here? Huh? No, you're not her. You can't be her. What are you talking about? But the fox ears, who are you exactly? The ruler of the Yamachi lost all her calmness and looked as if she just saw a ghost. This familiar yet strange face ripped open some wounds in her heart. She took her hand back as if struck by lightning. Was she big shook? Crushing pain kept hammering her head like something within tried to break free. Are you, alright? Don't touch me. Agony and anxiety robbed her of her usual poise. She struggled and staggered a few steps before taking off. Well, that worked in our favor pretty well, didn't it? What the hell? You planned all this? How could I? I never knew my face would send her into such a huge shock. Huh. Well, that definitely had her shook, to say the least. Jeez. Yeah, I was not expecting her to react like that. That was a big freaking oof, to say the least. Alright, let us proceed on to mission 4 out of 10. Yeah, I'm curious to see how things are gonna pick up here. Because she was a major threat for us, but then she just got terrified when she looked into our face. So, I don't know. Now we're dealing with the Iron Grim Golem. A sudden weariness came to me the moment I pushed open the door. Callan's face kept flashing over my eyes. Might be my instinct telling me to stay away from this dangerous woman. It's dark inside as my eyes tried to adapt to the darkness. The familiar scent gave me a mild relief. I didn't ask her to stay, but I knew she was the only one to point me to the Zakti ruin. Don't move. The price of the short relief was to have a sharp object thrust against my neck. Shadowguard Sama certainly has a unique way of saying thank you. Who are you exactly? One of the hundreds of Makos in Evernight. I would have bought it if every Mako I knew had fox ears. I served the Castellan for long years, and I know a thing or two that common folks don't. Before Rakshamaru sealed it, put a curse on this land. that newborns would have a rare chance to grow fox ears. Known as the Forbidden Ones, they are sent to serve the god in the Ye Shrine once they come of age. I'm dying to know how one of them ended up as a Mako in Evernight. Is it Mai or May? I keep saying May, but I think it's Mai now that I think about it. Like Maiko. Fine, I surrender myself, but what are you? My blind fist found May's soft belly, and I lowered my body, broke free, knocked her off balance, and held her down. You need more than a chopstick to make me obey. What is happening? If not for the wounds, I'd have you. What's your purpose? The wounded should lay down and rest well, and you don't need to tell me that I'm after the Zakti ruin. I knew it. Well, unfortunately, I have no idea how to unlock the 3 marks my father left. Oh, worry not. I have what the 3 marks held in my pocket. What? So, can we sit down and talk nicely now? She got all the cards in her favor at this freaking point. Jesus. She went from May over there not thinking that she had any control to finding out Kasumi has all the control. The House of Raiden was known for katana crafting in history, but the family trade gradually dwindled down. My father has all of his passion in mechanical prosthesis and exoskeleton armors. My mother has been lying in a hospital bed for many years because of an accident. Perhaps for this reason, father got obsessed with making artificial body parts. Well, I'll just say many artificial body parts that could bring mother back. Jeez, that is depressing. The Castellan decided to fund his research as soon as he developed the first autonomous golem. But father failed to make any progress ever since, desperate to deliver, but he started a forbidden experiment. The one that caused the lab accident and sent him to jail? Right. But the accident seemed to give him a new revelation, and he transferred all his findings to a secret place. The Castellan took an unusual interest in what he hid up. She went as far as to order my arrest for some clues. I have only one goal: keep the Castellan's hands off the Naraka ruin that father values more than his life, even if it means outlanders like me get to keep it. We have an agreement then. Now, would you please point me in the direction of the ruin? Sacrifice 3 drift souls in the old town before dawn, and walk past the Twilight Zone to the other side. That's what father's notes say. We still have some time before dawn, but what does this Twilight Zone mean? We better get going. Yeah, things definitely picking up. Alright. I guess we get it going, eh? Gonna go try to challenge this golem. Oh no. I don't know if this is gonna go well. I really do not know. And man, they had me reading today, like, holy crap. I'm reading a lot today. I mean, I am like very immersed in what's going on in the story though. I could definitely say that. Hello. So that's the other side, a giant wasted proving ground. I don't know what happened exactly, but it looks like a space warp. It's so alien from Yamaki. As if 2 dimensions are clumsily stitched together. Right, the portal may not hold for long. Intensive Zakti is detected from below. Looks like that's where the ruin is. Better speed up. Oh boy. What could possibly go wrong, am I right? Let's get to it. Let's get it moving. This music is stooming too. Music out here going crazy. No. These are called umbras, huh? Oh jeez. You are a big boy. don't have a big health bar as the other enemies, but was chunkier than the others. The weaker ones, specifically. Oh, jeez. I'm here like, okay, enemy, where you at? No, they're about to sit on me. If I'm not freaking careful. Whew. Jeez, teleport, teleport, teleport. What are you punching? That's how I know you having a little bit of issues over there, buddy. You're over there punching that over there. Looking good. Yeah, I'm digging the music. Hello, bud? How? Oh, am I supposed to go in this? My bad. Or am I supposed to fight this? Oh, whoops. I know what I did wrong there. Oh, I made my screen show. Anyways. I can't go any further, but I can't stop her neither. A talking golem. This shell is overloaded. The weight of a soul is interminable? Jesus, I don't know why I was having so much trouble with that one. Look how carefree they are. The dummies without a soul. I don't envy them. Someday, I'll return to the dojo and beat her. And show her the true way of fighting is, or what the true way of fighting is. Oh, sorry, don't get me wrong. I'm not picking a fight. What you seek is at the bottom of the structure. No need to waste your time here. Never mind, let's get to the bottom first. Okay. You keep doing you, buddy. Shout out to you, you the homie. Alright. You didn't want any of the smoke. Oh, but they want to smoke. They definitely want to smoke. Hiya. The hell? Excuse me, Nani. Oh, we getting serious up in here. Come here. What the hell just happened? How did that happen so fast? I don't understand. What? Excuse-moi? I believe I told you not to come without an emergency, Kasumi-san. Does this mission failure qualify as an emergency? I took down the Golem Legion that is on the other side, but there's no sign of the Naraka Rune. I realized that all the golems I ran into were more or less autonomous, but they merely acted on their instincts. Only one exception. The old model golem I met halfway didn't appear as hostile at all. Never saw it after. A golem with self-awareness and even more memories from the past. This is May's dream come true. May. After I came back on his side, I asked around, but it seemed like Raiden May simply vanished into thin air. As if she foresaw it all. Looks like she got us. I did some more digging after she went missing. There's not much of a record on her, only pieces of trivial information here and there. But looking back, the information says a lot about her. For example, May created the Shadow Guard gear. She is from the Raiden house after all. And she doesn't really get to see... Well, she really doesn't see eye to eye with her father because he never visited her mother before she passed away. I mean, that's understandable. Can it be... Yes, keeping the Castellan off her father's research and the rune was a lie. She's on a mission to take revenge on her father. Well, that's a dark mission ahead of her, huh? She means to complete the work of her father's life and tear it into pieces. She's behind the lab accident. If so, Ryoma hiding the finished golem was not only meant to keep it from the Castellan, but also his own daughter. It remains a mystery why the finished golem terrified Ryoma so much. And your mission is not over yet. 500 years ago, the god took pity on Roxar Maru, wrecked Ye village, and descended on Earth as the Miko. In the end, the frozen Nakara wielding Miko sealed the demon fox with the 6 Zakti runes of Raksha's rage. It entails the path of Diva, the path of Manusha. It's Manusha. What am I saying? Manusha. Man, my reading skills are, oh Jesus. Path of Asura, path of Tiryag, path of Prita, and path of Naraka. You have the 6 ninja arts now, but we still need the remaining Zakti runes to fully restore Naksha's rage. According to Shikzao database records, the demon fox commanded Hersher level Honkai energy. No wonder the Overseer has so much interest in the dark art that could fully seal the demon fox. We don't have anything new on May now, so what should our next target be, Ferryman? The Ye Shrine and the Evernight District both have rumors that concern us. As for the forbidden ones May talked about, could Ye Machi be my birthplace, and if my fox ears are really a curse? I didn't know you cared about your origin. Well then, the next target is set. Curse from the demon fox. I'll find out what you really are. Huh. Okay. Well, we're finding out more and more about what the hell is really going on. Oh jeez, I wasn't trying to click on that. I was just trying to scroll. So we've done what? 4? 4 down? Oh, but it actually breaks off. Oh, this breaks off into a lot more stuff than I thought it would. What the hell? Huh. But I'm assuming we go here now. And then we work our way. This is quite a bit. I'm not gonna lie. This is quite hefty. Huh, I'm just thinking. I think that we should honestly, we'll stop it right here for now, and then we'll continue later on with this mission, like these missions, because this seems like this is gonna take a hot minute, not gonna lie. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. This was a lengthy recording session. I had to read quite a bit, and then we'll continue on with this. But yeah, a lot of good information I'm getting from this, not gonna lie. And a lot of me reading and freaking messing up. But yeah, like, share, comment, subscribe, check out the description box below, all the links there. Appreciate y'all, love y'all, stay safe, and as always, don't do crack.
Be sure to subscribe to the Special K Experience if you enjoyed this video. If not, you're going to Femboy IHOP.